So, hello, sorry about the delay. This is Energy Dan, this is Speed Force Racing Division 2 for the finale of Season 17, and we are at Silverstone. We'll just sort my audio out. Should be better, yep. So just on board with Velocio Jr. We'll just see what he can do on the medium tyres for some reason. See that quite a lot. Some people starting on the medium tyres in qualifying. Youssef Shabek sets the fastest lap at the minute with a 1:26.874. I'm just on board with President Elite. It's coming through sector 2. Let's see what he can do. Klaus coming across the line now. 1:27.3 for Klauser. Zen on 1:27.1, and then Emil's about to cross the line with a 1:27.9. So a big spread already between P1 and P4. A big cluster of cars about to cross the line, but we will stay on board with President Elite. Oh, big lock up on the front left there. He was scrubbed off quite a few times because of that. When he comes across the line, he does a 1:27.442. And Youssef Farouk just came across the line. I think it was a 26.9 for him. Is that a Red Bull of MDJ? Yep. So he's on board with MDJ, just going through sector 3, last couple of turns now. Oh, just gets a bit rear happy, loses traction on the rear axle. That will have cost him quite a bit of time. He just comes across the line with a 1:27.1 in 4th place. Let's see what Electro Dan can do. He's about to come through Maggots and Beckett's. Might get a little slipstream off the guys in front. Let's hope they don't hold him up though. Yeah, cheeky little toe for Electro Dan. .27.1 for Electro Dan. That puts him up to 4th place. So just on board with Samad. Let's see what he can do. Again, just approaching Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, just goes a little bit wide, very close to invalidating there. Keeps it on track, but yellow flag up ahead. It was just a slow moving Red Bull coming into the pits. Lord Brad G about to cross the line. Let's see what he can do. It should be a good one. Should be 1:26.4 maybe. .26.7 for Samed. That puts him right up. Into first place for 1:26.7. That's a fair play for Samed. Sorry I missed that. I was on board with Lord Brad Top G. He's looking tighter now at the top, but yeah, Samed floating down that time, which is a 1/10.5 quicker than what Youssef Shabek can do. Ferdinand's up on his time, 1:27.53. Ferdinand puts him up to P12. So set on an outlap. Who else is on an outlap? We've got Burmeister, right out. Burmeister. Yeah, I think we send on first to set the next outlap, I think. Of course, last night in Division 3 we had the rain. It started on intermediates and eventually went to the slicks. And it's looking rather cloudy around here. Maybe Div 2. I've got a slice of the same coming their way. So Senna now on his flying lap. He's been proven 127.1, currently 4 tenths behind the leader. Gets it nicely hooked up, and this corner's always quite tricky. It's so hard to get it pinned round here. The rear axle wants to step out. A long drag now. Down the old hanger straight. Oh, that was so close to invalidating. Just kept it online though. Samed goes quicker with 126.2. Wow. So Samed really pushing it now for the lap times. Got 6 tenths clear of Youssef Shabek. Oh, very good lap from Zen, 26.671. That's 4 tenths behind what Samed just put in. So fair play to Zen on there. Really good lap. Just on board with Youssef Shabek, see what he can do. He is up on his time by 3 tenths. So that will put him just behind Burmeister, thereabouts. Burmeister slots in behind him as well, fair play. A little bit of hesitation there on the power. And doesn't improve, but Youssef Farouk does improve. He goes quicker with 126.6. 3.5 tenths slower than what Samed could muster up. Meals is on a lap. No, it must be the other ones. That one's on an in lap. That's fine. Oh, Velocity Junior goes wide there. Doesn't invalidate though, but does go wide. That will have lost him a couple of tenths. Yeah, I had to back out there. I think he just got a little bit spooked by the other car there. MDJ, see what he can do. Cheeky small slipstream there. Nicely down with the power. Comes across the line with a 127.1 and goes up to 9th place with that. Lord Allen, P7. So way down his time gone in that. Must be going in that. Yeah. So 5 minutes remaining of this qualifying session. Samed still leading the way with the 126.2. And then closely followed by Youssef Farouk, Burmeister, Zenon, Yusuf Shabik and Volosha Jr. All within a few tenths of that time, but just falling a little bit short. Klaus is on an outlap now. Let's see if he can improve on his time. Currently on a 1:27.3, so nearly, just over a second slower than what Sam had managed. It's always a very strange one in Silverstone. You'd think a lot of people can get the decent times, but it's so hard to extract a decent lap time from around here, and it's so easy to make mistakes. So just coming through sector 2 now, Klaus looks like he's got a bit of battery left to save into sector 3. He's actually down on his time by a tenth and a half. He needs to use a bit of that power just to try and get up on his time, or come into the pits, I would say. Yeah, he's coming to the pits to put some new softs on. So it's most likely, if it's dry, it's going to be a medium to soft round here, which would mean you would need to select the softer strategy, or you'll just get 2 sets with the one saved for the race. Or if you've got an even softer, you've got 4 sets, then you can do 3 runs, but then you won't have the second set of mediums to use in case anything happens in your first stint or second stint. Yeah, if you got your softs and something happens straight away, you'd need a set of mediums. By putting on hards on, you'd be absolutely suicidal. You'd just drop to the background here. They are rubbish. The hards are rubbish round here. So, Lord Brad the top G coming through Baggett and Beckett's now, making his way to the start of sector 3 and onto the final lap he can do in this qualifying session. And yeah, that's not going to be able to do that because he's smashed and obliterated his ring. Just weaving a little bit too much there on the straight. So it looks like it will be Atlas Scopo who will be our next person to set a fast lap. So Alex Scopo in the Mercedes with 1:27.5. Massive on the pace round here, must be struggling. But yeah, Adam's 1:27.5 as well. Klaus 1:27.3. There you go, Atlas Scopo on the power, starting his lap. As overtake on. Be a nice downshift, or stay in 7th if you need 7th, yeah, all the way through. Seemed to get linked up really nice coming out that corner there, just keeps it on track as well within the white lines. And now that big long drag with his difficult right-hander. Nicely done from Maggots and Beckett's. Wing is open and he's overtaking all the way down to the end of the straight. Lovely turn in there from Atmoscopo. It's looking pretty good actually, should be improving on this quite massively. A good 3 or 4 tenths maybe. Oh, 27, almost 27 dead. That puts us to be a great lap there. As Yusuf Shabik 126.1. Wow. Oh, as Yusuf Farouk actually spins on the final two corners. So won't improve on his time as we just see Burmeister. No, it's the other Williams. Samad. I imagine Samad will go quicker on this by maybe a 10, but will it be enough to take Yusuf Shabik off the P1 position? And it wasn't enough. Oh, Burmeister losing traction on the rear there. 26.564 for Burmeister, up into P4. And that looks like if Klauser can't improve. He has improved by a 10, but I don't think it was enough to improve his position. Yeah, really good qualifying there from the Division 2. So Yusuf Shabik takes the pole position with 126.110. Then it's Samed in P2, Velocio Jr. in 3, Burmeister 4, Zenon in 5, President Elite in 6. We've got Yusuf Farouk in 7th, MDJ in 8th, Electro Dan in 9th, Lord Alam in 10th, Atlas Scopo in 11th. We've got Klauser in 12th, Lord Brad G. Oh, Klauser did improve actually. Lord Brad Top G in 13th, Emil's in 14th, and then Adams bringing up the rear in 15th. So, will it be a dry Silverstone? Will there be Tret 2, a nice regular race around Silverstone, or will it bring the cats and dogs to the track? We will soon see. Personally, I hope it rains and monsoons, it'll be interesting. And Klauser, you got a comment in the chats from Nano Bunning. He's saying, Klauser, let's go, man. I support you all day long. Triple hearts. So, of course, Div2 already wrapped up with the championship. Burmeister is the season 17 champion, so congratulations to him. Wrapped it up with, I think it was 2 races to go. Just checking actually who's the Constructor Championship for Div2. Who got that? No, it was the Visa Red Bulls. Quite close as well, actually. Just in front of the Williams. It was 4.39 for the Visa Red Bulls. Well, actually, so yeah, they could actually still... The 2 Williams racing tonight? Yeah, there is 2 Williams racing tonight, so yeah, it's still not actually decided. Still got this race to go. Oh, actually, I don't think it's been Netherlands has not been updated. Yeah. Well, that's a strange one. No formation lap. All right, straight into the race then. Right, okay, so we are straight into the race. No formation lap. As we see, Yusuf Shabik and Samed getting off cleanly with the Velocio Junior in the Aston Martin coming just behind them. Not under any real pressure. As we just see Zenon now try to tag along on the back of Burmeister. Zenon's just got a bit of a gap. Presently getting in front of Yusuf Farouk. Yusuf Farouk's dropped down quite a few places there. I think they may have been caught out by the no formation lap. So Lord Alam's up 4 places. Oh yeah, Yusuf Farouk's back up to 7, so yeah, he's back into position. Yeah, no change between P1 and P5. So they've got a bit of a variety there between the tyre choices. We've got a few mediums, a few softs and a couple of brave souls starting on hards. You see Burmeister now making way on the back of Velocio Junior. He's not going to go for it though, he was going to sit behind him. I would say he needs to get it done pretty soon though, because those hards, when those hards come into temperature, it will be a lot harder to overtake him. So Yusuf Sherbek, fastest lap of 1:32.713, still in the lead with Samed chasing him down, then Velocio Junior, then Burmeister, then Zenon, and Lord Alam up 4 places in that Alpha. Adam's up 2 places, he had a great start to this race. I'll just see now Yusuf Shabek making a little bit of a breakaway, try to break that DRS. It's now broken, it's now over 1 second. As Burmeister just goes down the outside of Velocio Junior, and will he make it to the next corner? No, he won't, because he gets cut off by the Aston Martin. That's not what Burmeister wants really, if he wants to do well in this race, because he's getting pounded now by the Zenon and Lord Alan behind. Samed making a breakaway as well. It's also, well, let's put the interval on. Samed is now behind that 1 second. He really needs to get a move on and get back in that DRS, or Sherbek is going to have a bit of a runaway with this. So then on these soft tyres should be able to make a bit of a distance gained on this tight section now. He should have a great launch out this corner, but those soft will only last about 11 laps. So Velocio Junior on those hard tyres, probably going for a hard soft strategy. Only really need to get to lap 16, 15, 16 maybe. You can put those softs on and burn rubber to the end. But Zenon still putting pressure on Velocio Junior. As Samed has now closed that gap to within half a second. Oh, bit of a squirrely moment there for Burmeister, I think it was. No obvious incidents in the first 3 laps of this race. Of course, it is a very short race, 26 laps, and it's done relatively quickly at a 132 racing lap, getting steadily quicker. So Yusuf Shabik and Samed making a breakaway now. Burmeister lagging behind, 1.5 seconds behind, and he's getting pressure from the Aston Martin. Zenon, will he make a move onto Velocio Junior? Not quite, he's gearing up for it though. Looks like he's got about 50% battery. Then going around the outside, is going to make it? Nope, we get shut off again by the Aston Martin. That move is not going to work, Zenon. I think you need to think of something else there, mate. The Burmeister really struggling to keep on the back of these two. And probably been a little bit of a cork in the bottle, really, for these drivers behind. Can Samad make up this time? Now within DRS. So as you can see just from that helicopter shot there, we've got the two at the front, Jacek Šebek and Samed, and then there's a bit of a front mid-pack, let's say, between Burmeister, Vlasov Jr., Zenon, MDJ, and then Yusuf Farouk, up to about Lord Alam. Then there's another bit of a breakaway, and then it's Electro down backwards. So yeah, sort of like two groups forming now. So it looks like Samed is just gearing up for a bit of an advancement now on Yusuf Šebek. We have got a yellow flag at the back. It's Adams, and he is out of this race because in contact somewhere between someone and his DNF. It's a virtual safety car, now turned into a full safety car. You can just see the safety car coming out of the pits. So this, when the safety car comes out on track, it will change from virtual safety car to safety car. So that means Vlasov Jr. now has the option to come in and put on a set of mediums, which will mean they'll have to do 20, probably 18 racing laps on mediums, and they might just stay out. So obviously on our screen it's saying virtual, but the safety car is out. It has turned to a full safety car. Yusuf Šebek, he's coming in. Is he going to put the hards on then? That is a very strange one. Yeah, Samed's in as well. Vlasov Jr.'s carried on, which I expected him to put the mediums on, to be honest with you. Let's just see what they put on. It must be the hards. It can't be anything else, surely. Yusuf Farouk, 10-second penalty for a collision. As yeah, it is the hards going on for Yusuf Šebek. Samed also putting the hards on. Zenon has gone to the mediums, which I thought was probably the safer strategy. Lord Alam's gone to hards, Yusuf Farouk's gone to hards, Burmeister's gone to hards, Alasko put on the Emil's on the mediums, and Klaus has gone to the hards. So yeah, very interesting. 70% of the field pitted, everyone else did not. So I think you've probably got the likes of MDJ, Electrode and Lord Brad probably in a good position to get good position in the final standings in this race, but Yusuf Šebek, who's only in P6 on a fresh set of hards, who can go to the end, is probably going to be the winner of this race, unless Samed can pressurise him for that. And we'll also see what Zenon does. So yeah, this race just taking a bit of a turn on its head now. So I'm just wondering if the guys that haven't pitted, the likes of MDJ, Electrode and Lord Brad, Present Elite, have made a mistake by staying out here. Because the mediums will go to the end, the ones that have switched them, and obviously the hards will. Yeah, I think they might be in a mistake to stay out. You see Emil's at the back coming in. Can he start on mediums? Anyway. Yeah, 20 laps on the mediums is, I suppose, 19 racing laps. So yeah, I'd say it's doable. You normally do 16 on them anyway. So yeah. So it looks like we've got a lobby desync. Yeah, desync. So that will be a new lobby. Wow. Right, bear with us guys while we start a new lobby. So yeah, just bear with us guys, just getting the final details and the grid set. We will be doing the grid set from before the first DNF and we'll be switching to 35% race distance. So the grid will be set to, I believe it was on lap... Let me have a check. End of lap 5, I believe. Yeah, end of lap 5 is when the first DNF happened. That's where the grid will be set to. Right guys, just waiting for the last of the drivers to do their setups. And we should be going to the grid. Unless like before they're actually already on a formation lap and I'm just not seeing it until the lights go out, but yeah, that was great that. But yeah, it shouldn't be too long guys and we'll be back racing. So here we go, it looks like it's done the same. Oh yeah, we are getting a formation lap this time. Tyres everyone's gone for, so a mix of mediums and softs. Obviously it's silly to go on the hards because we've only got 18 laps of this race to do now. So of course grid was set from before the first DNF of the race, which I think was Adams on lap 5, which is what kicked off the lobby desync. We saw that there was a virtual safety car, but the safety car came out, and then after that everyone just started leaving left, right and centre. So yeah, sensible thing to do would be to start from lap 5 in the positions where they were. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like the guys that have started on mediums might be onto something here, because they can just do 6, maybe 7 laps on those mediums, then put the softs on and use the softs to their advantage by coming out on a rubbered in track, as long as they don't get held up or break any DRS before they come in. But yeah, I've got a sneaky feeling people who start on mediums might be on the better strategy. We just see, what's that, Lord Top G just go for another spin like he did in qualifying. So let's start from the point of view of Burmeister, because you've got Burmeister and Velocio Jr. on the soft on the second row of the grid. Let's see if this is beneficial for him on the start. So we've got 1 red light, 2 red lights, 3 left lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and we are racing again. So Burmeister did get a good start, better than Yusuf Shebek. Yusuf Shebek is getting overtook now by Samed on the inside. Will Samed get the drive and to the next corner? No, he actually loses back out again. Burmeister tries to go on the inside of Samed and just loses out a little bit. You see the 2 Ferraris now coming through in the background. MDJ pushing hard on those medium tyres on the back of the 2 Ferraris. Oh, just the Aston Martin going a little bit deep there. Velocio Jr. into the back of Burmeister. Doesn't look like he's got damage though. He's got away with that as the Ferrari on the inside just starting to push him a little bit more. So halfway through lap 1 of this 18-lap race, we've still got Yusuf Shebek and Samed at the front. The Aston Martin on the inside. Oh, that was, Velocio Jr. getting a bit, it was a bit of a big ask that to go down the inside there, but he has dropped down all the way down to P9. So that does promote the 2 Ferraris up to P4 and P5 now. So Zen on the back of Burmeister on those soft tyres, both running soft tyres of course. Velocio Jr. gets 10-second time penalty speed in the pit lane. I think he's going to retire. DRS is now enabled. as we just see Burmeister going through on Samed on the inside line. Great move there from Burmeister. So Burmeister needs to get a move on if he wants to keep the DRS to Youssef Shubek. Aloisio Jr.'s actually stayed in on the hards. Fair play for staying in. Whoa, we just see Burmeister having a half spin there. That dropped him down into P3 as Zenon just tried to make the best of that and also go through, but Burmeister closed the door and just said, no, you're not coming through as well. So Youssef Shubek trying to break the DRS now, but is not successful at this time. Lord Brad Top G getting 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Looks like we've got Lord Brad Top G coming in, and he's retiring as a first retiree of the race. We might have a couple more coming here. Youssef Farouk, who dropped down the order. So Youssef Shubek now has broken that DRS time at 1 second. He's just running slightly ahead of that DRS detection zone, which obviously won't come into effect now until well after Maggots and Beckett's. Zenon now lining up a move on Burmeister. Will he get me the end of this DRS straight? I think he will. She's just coming up in a few corners' time. Does he get a good drive out of here? Overtake on. DRS will open up now. Doesn't look like he had the straight line speed there. Unless he was just harvesting to do it on the next lap. Youssef Shubek set the fastest lap at 1:29.1, so the lower fuel and fresher tyres is now bringing that lap time down from the 1:31s down to the 1:29s. Because we get a short DRS zone coming up out of this corkscrew. It's almost not worth it, because it's just too short to make any use of it really. We've got Emil's now on the back of Zenon. So Youssef Shubek checking out in front, now up to 1.3 ahead of Samed. So Zenon now just on the back of the gearbox of Burmeister. You wait for Burmeister to make a mistake and pounce. Burmeister does make a move on Samed. Burmeister now setting the fastest lap, 1:28.9. And it does look like he's got better pace than what Samed did, because he's brought that DRS now down to under the 1 second. So Burmeister on the softs, Youssef Shubek on the mediums. Will those softs last and keep him in that DRS of under 1 second? Raggets and Beckett's, and then of course you've got this next DRS straight, which should bring them a little bit closer before the last few corners. Zenon's still there, putting pressure on Samed. Bit of a gap now forming between Emil's and President Elite, nearly up to 2 seconds. So this is your breakaway group. MDJ wants to get past him. As you see, President Elite just get a little bit squirrely there on the rear tyres. That's brought MDJ a little bit closer. They have the short DRS. Don't think he'll make it to the corner first, but he's looking closer. Is he going to dive in? No, he actually just puts pressure on him to make him go a bit deeper. So, judging by the steering wheel HED, MDJ does have a very full battery, whereas President Elite looks like he's depleted most of his. Should be a straightforward pass for MDJ as he blasts past the Aston Martin. And MDJ now sets his sights on closing up on the two Ferraris of Emils and Zenon. Oh, as Samed now gets past Youssef. Well, Samed is now the leader of this race with Burmeister all over the back. Ooh, it looks like Shebek has lost connection again. Well, that may be the end of Youssef Shebek's race. Of course, these guys do have to pit. Like Youssef Shebek has joined again. He should take control of his car any minute now. I've just seen Burmeister get past Samed again. Burmeister takes the lead of this race. These guys are swapping DRS just to stay ahead. As Zenon comes into the pits to get off those soft tyres. Oh Lord Alan, 10-second time penalty for speed in the pit there. Lord Allen's now retired. He's had enough. So yeah, I think Emils needs to get in this pit now that his Ferrari teammate has pitted. So obviously with it being 35%, the tyre life, the tyre wear will be more than what it would be in a 50% race. Will Burmeister pit? I imagine he will. So we're just coming up to the pit entry now, one more corner, and I imagine Burmeister will get in and put on some mediums to go to the end of this race, and Samed will do another 2 or 3 laps, maybe 2. He only stays out one more. Emils is in, thought he would. I imagine President Elite will be in, yeah, and so will our Scopo, yeah. 9 laps remaining now, so Burmeister needs to get in on this lap. Otherwise, kind of just ruining it for his teammate of Samad, because Samad will need to come in the pit. Well, they need to pit the lap after, I believe. And again, they'll probably swap over on this DRS if they're working together. So, will Burmeister come into the pits? Oh, Meals has gone. What? Oh, he's actually lost it on... He's actually gone off track. And it's a safety car. So will the Williams double stack? They're going to have to double stack, I think. So, that is not good news for Zenon, who's having to go around this track at 40% speed. So that will mean the pit stop he did will stop him making moves on the guys that are now pitting. So he probably won't make up any positions at all by the time they come out. Maybe 1 or 2. Yes, that's unfortunate for Zenon, who's now just lost the ability to overtake people in the pit lane. Just about overtaking some now. Will he get out ahead of anyone? Looks like he's doing P2. No, P4. Wow, okay. So not too bad for Zenon, but yeah, definitely a bit of a disadvantage for him there. So yeah, MDJ now up into P2. So up 4 places for MDJ, 1 for Samed. Burmeister's where he started. Zenon's up 1 position. Electro Dan up 5 positions. So is Adams. And President Elite up 8 positions. So this will be a 8-lap sprint to the finish, providing this safety car comes in on this lap. I'm not sure it will, might do another lap. So everyone charge up the batteries to start with a full battery. Yeah, I think we will do 1 more lap behind the safety car. Could mean it will be a 7-lap sprint to the finish. Wow, President Elite, 10-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Well, that is. Need to be a retiree maybe. Burmeister's gone in now as well. Very strange. So now Samed leads, then DJ, then Zen and Electro Dan. Electro Dan and Adam's best finish of the season, I think. Bring up the standings, just see what. Oh no, Adams had the podium this season. And Electro Dan, where are you? Anyway, we should be seeing the safety car peeling at the end of this lap so we can get back racing. I wonder if Burmeister got damage. I think Burmeister stayed out in it because, yes, Sam had pitted first. I'd have just pitted behind him. So Velocio Junior should just be able to make it to the back of this pack before they start again. And there you go, the notification for safety car in this lap. You see the Aston Martin at the back speeding his way towards Maggots and Beckett's trying to catch up. It's like when Hamilton had a puncher and he's doing three-wheeled lap, final lap, and he's got the Red Bull racing on. Time coming down every sector. So he's gone, accelerated off the line. MDJ looks like he's got a good move on the back of him. He found Zenon sleeping there. MDJ making a big push onto the back of Samad. Of course, these guys have already done 2 laps on these softs. You get about 7 or 8 laps on 35% race distance before they start getting a bit too slidey. So we might see Zenon in the next few laps start being a bit of a pest for these two. I'll just see Zenon actually getting overtaken by Electro Dan. Electro Dan round the outside. A little bit of wheel banging there. What's Zenon doing there? Yeah, and Zenon basically, like whatever the hell he was doing there. Wow. Okay, so Electro Dan loses out to Adams, who's now through into P3. MDJ. Let's try to push onto the back of Samad. Adams setting the fastest lap with 128.5. Now Velocio Junior. Burmeister now up at the P8 on the fresh mediums. Our reigning champion of Division 2, who pitted a lap later than his Williams compatriot. Can MDJ make a move on Samad, or will Adams catch up and start being a pest? So it looks like Electro Dan's on the back of Adams. Electro Dan on the back of Adams' gearbox, sucking those fumes in. Loves sucking on the tailpipe of Adams. Where will he make this move? Will he wait until the DRS out of Maggots and Beckett's, or will he get it done at the end of this one? It's such a short DRS, it's almost pointless. But Adams is harvesting, or it was harvesting. Looks like he'll just have enough. He will, and he sails past him. Yusuf Shabek has lost connection again. That puts Burmeister up to 7th, chasing down Otoscopo. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for Burmeister. He should get that within the next half a lap or so. Just seeing Otoscopo just get a little bit squirrely there coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. As Yusuf Farouk trying to make a move on Burmeister. Will he has enough? Nope, not before the braking zone. On the back of Zenon. Beautiful move from Otoscopo there. As Zenon just goes off track and comes back on track like a madman. I'm not sure what Zenon's doing this race, but I think he's got a lot to answer for in the stewards. MDJ and Samed both with very similar batteries, very full indeed. And Electro Dan a little bit depleted. Adams looks like he's got 70 or 80%, maybe a bit more. Will he do the slingshot round the outside of him as he come out of this corner? Nope, not quite close enough. Very similar corner lines there. So you have to wait until he comes out of the next set of corners for that short DRS section. Adams cooks it a little bit, goes a little bit deep, but he'll have to put the overtake mode on now, try and get there before he gets there for the braking zone. He should just have enough now, switches the inside, and he is through before the braking zone as Adams up into P3. And DJ now, ever so close to the back of Samed's car. 2 laps remaining, technically 3. So great battles between P1 and P2 and P3 and P4. As Electrodan just gets past Adams again at the same spot he did the previous lap. This might be a battle of the weights. Who has enough battery and who does that last overtake after Maggots and Beckett's to get the win between, get the position between these two. But 2 laps after this one. As presently just picked up the time penalty, multiple warnings. Adams again with the DRS and DRS on overtake. Gets past Electro Dan, so if he could replicate that on the last lap of this race, he will get a podium. And DGA just ever so closer now to the back of Samed's car. 2 laps remaining. Of course, we saw 5 laps of the first race, and we started this race off as though it was the end of lap 5, so with 35% distance, which is another 18 laps on top of the 5, making 23. So we lost 3 laps all in all, and we started the grid off from that lap 5 before the desync started. Once again, Adams on Electrodan. See, I think Adam needs to replicate this lap after lap now. If they switch it round, it'll be Electrodan that does the final overtake, which is what we're going to see Adams do now as he comes out this next set of corners to get the DRS. I think what Electrodan needs to do is try and burn a bit and stop him overtaking now, so it puts him out of position. As we just see, oh, the late move from Electrodan there. Adams does need to get this done though. and he does just get it done. So Adams needed that to happen because that will then, of course, put him in position. But the only problem is, does Electro Dan play this clever and not overtake on the first DRS that they come to, so then he can have the second DRS overtake? So MDJ should do the same thing here, not overtake on this DRS, so we will have the overtake on the last lap. Both got similar both got similar batteries. So this is not where Adams wants to be. He's actually in the lead on the final lap of this final lap of this race, which means Electro Dan will have that DRS zone at the end of this lap to take the pull at the podium position away from Adams. Question is, will MDJ have enough speed to get him down that DRS on the last lap of this race to take the win? Overtake mode should be engaged, DRS will open up now. It looks like MDJ should just have enough. And he will go around the outside into the last two corners of this race. So MDJ takes the win, followed by Samad. Will we get Adams on the podium? It looks like it will be Adams on the podium to finish off season 17. Followed by Electro Dan, then Velocio Jr., then Yusuf Farouk, Alice Gopo, and we should see the reigning champion Burmeister come across the line in P8, having to pit 1 lap later due to his teammate pitting. Wow, what a race that was. I'm just going to switch over to the Div2 comms. So you have it, guys. MDJ taking the final win of the season with Samad in P2, Adams in P3, Electro Dan in P4, Velocio Jr. in 5, Yusuf Farouk in 6. We've got Alice Cup in 7, Burmeister in 8th, who's the reigning champion, Klaus in 9th, Yusuf Sherbek in 10th, who had multiple disconnections, Zenon in P11, and we've got Presently in 12. And then we have Emils and Lord Alam, who retired out of the race. So what a race that was. Unbelievable finale for season 17 in Division 2. Unfortunately, we had that lobby desync, which meant we had to restart effectively from the end of lap 8, let's call it. So we had 18 lap race to the end on a 35% distance race. Yeah, set the grid from when the desyncs happened, and I think that proved to be a very interesting race indeed. I'll just bring up the showroom so we can have some cars. And who do we have in the lobby as we speak? Do we have a race winner in the party? No. MDJ, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Ah, fantastic. So MDJ in the Red Bull, taking the final win of the season. How was that for you, mate?
Well, not expecting that one after qualifying.
Yeah, I bet you weren't, mate. Yeah. So it looked like you were saving up your ARS for that final move on the last lap. It looked like you two were doing the same all race, really, just saving your battery. Was there a point in that race where you realised that you were going to be able to do that on the last lap? Or was there a different plan, or was that the plan?
I mean, the moment I got into second place, that was my plan. It was my plan to stay behind Sama and and then push and attack on the last lap. If it would succeed, I wouldn't know. Like I didn't know if he was pushing as well in these like last few laps,
Yeah.
or that if he was holding back. Like if he was holding back, then I could have never made that move.
It was good, mate. It was good. So how do you find your season has gone in season 17?
Well, it was not the greatest. Like I have a lot of races where when I didn't finish great. I believe, had another win in the season, but other than that, was not that amazing. And since I joined midway in the season.
Yeah, fair play. I mean, obviously you've stepped up as well, helped us out with admin duties, which obviously I hope you continue on next season if you continue racing. Have you got plans to buy the game, or what's your moves going
Uh,
forward?
yes. The next game is my plan to get. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me next
Good,
season.
good, good. That sounds awesome, mate. Yeah, I mean, of course you only came in. Was it Abu Dhabi you came into the season? I
I
believe.
believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Started with the DNF, and you got one race win actually, which is at Qatar. A couple of P4s, P5s, of course. I've not been updated with Netherlands yet, but obviously winning this one to finish off your season. So yeah, solid season finish, mate. Congratulations. I can't wait to see you on track next season, mate. It doesn't look like we're going to get anyone else. I know Adams likes to run off to go get his missus from work or something, and I've not heard back from Samad. So I think we'll likely end it there, mate, because I don't think they're going to join us. But yeah, thanks for stepping up to do the admin for Div2, mate. Really appreciate that, mate. And I can't wait to see you on track again next season.
Yes. Thank you.
No worries, buddy. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Sorry for the interruptions with the lobby restart, but I've been your host and commentator, Energy Dan. And tune in tomorrow night for the finale of Division 1 as we go tearing around Silverstone to see exactly what the guys in Division 1 can give us. Hopefully it rains. They're probably going to hate me for saying that, but yeah, who cares? Take care, guys. Thank you, and see you later.